Malte. I'm one of the co-founders and CEO of a company called Phlair. At Phlair, we develop a purely electric approach to direct air capture. So we pull CO2 out of the ambient air, and then we have partners to permanently store it away. We have some partners in Canada, in particular Deep Sky, with whom we're deploying a plant already this year. And then beyond, basically customers in carbon removal, companies like Google, Shopify, Stripe, or JP Morgan, that use our technology to basically help offset their hard-to-abate emissions. If you look at most of the direct air capture approaches that exist today, what unites all of them is they require baseload form of power, right? And so if you want to do carbon removal, you need a clean source of baseload power, and that can become a challenge. And so what is really unique about Phlair is that our ability to uniquely run on intermittent renewables. To give you an example, for instance, we're building our first commercial plant in Alberta, and Alberta has very high grid emissions. And how we circumvent that is basically we're building a behind-the-meter solar that is directly feeding into our direct air capture plant without the otherwise and usually needed battery storage. So we can really help with our technology to bring more renewables online to basically act as a form of battery to a wind or solar farm while producing clean CO2 that then we use for geologic sequestration and monetization via credits. This is a very young and evolving industry and market. And so really now the window is wide open for new technologies to emerge and to basically prove that they're working. And so really now until the 2030s, it's the time to prove out emerging technologies, in particular our electrochemical approach. First and foremost, we have an existing customer in Alberta, which is Deep Sky. So we're very excited to deploy a pilot scale unit already this year in the next couple of weeks to basically jointly prove that liquid solvent direct air capture is working in the harsh winter of Alberta. Alberta is probably the most advanced place in the world for geologic sequestration and sort of storage. And so there's a real ecosystem behind it with multiple storage hubs and partners coming online. Secondly, it's a very attractive and stable tax incentives to build, in particular, first of a kind plants with the CCUS ITC tax credit. And then lastly, in particular, Edmonton and the industrial heartland has this rich history in oil and gas. And so you're basically looking at a pre-permitted region where you have the skilled craftsmanship really and folks who know how to build and manufacture those plants. I think probably right now is a moment in history where it's probably really unique to build, in particular outside of the US. So obviously Canada has that rich infrastructure, storage potential, and so on and so forth. And then, for us being a European headquartered company, we've got great engineering, a great R&D here, great manufacturing. So really our ambition is to sort of deploy our products worldwide, and Canada is a prime location for carbon removal, and we've recognized that very early on. It's going to be a very exciting opportunity for us to reconnect with existing partners. It's really going to be a great chance to reconnect with all crucial players in the ecosystem, and we were quite impressed with the conference last year and how valuable and quickly it was for us to basically get into the Alberta ecosystem.